Hey everyone, Scott here. It's just about a half an hour after the service. Not sure what all you took away from today's teaching, but I would want to, I don't know if I want to so much challenge as to drill into one area just for a few minutes here. And that's that whole thing about being very intentional about being a follower of Jesus. Meaning, it's not so much gaining the knowledge or saying you believe or, going, Bible studies, although all that is good if it's leading to actually walking it out. And actually walking it out takes place in life. And so we got to it's putting things into practice. It's becoming like Jesus. It's that whole thing about being a student of Jesus. We be a student so that we can be his followers, his disciples, so that we can pass that message on to other people and live it before our families and those people we work with and live with, our neighbors, Anyway, so when does faith turn into works? Because if I'm having to work to grow love, joy, peace, patience, and the rest of the fruits of the Spirit, and probably there's more than just the 9 that Paul lists. If I have to work at that, is that works? Well, actually, again, it comes down to understanding what it means to have faith. Faith is, I see God doing something, and I join God in that. And so God is doing something in my life, and so I join God doing that. God is working in me, but it's not me sitting back. Okay, God, do your stuff. And if I don't change, well, it's your fault. God never responded. No, it's in faith. Because in faith, I believe God is working in me. I go to work on myself, whatever that looks like. Could mean counseling, could mean just, making some reminders that I do things differently, that I think differently. It's that engaging. Because one of the things I really want to take us through over the next few years, which I think is what the essence of being a follower is that we take the words of Jesus seriously and live them out with intentionality, that we really want to live them out. Like when Jesus says a good tree can't produce bad fruit and a bad tree can't produce good fruit, I want to grow that good fruit. So then it's asking Jesus, how do I do that? And so, as this whole thing about what I'm cultivating in my heart, I want to learn how to cultivate love, what it really means to love everybody. Not just those who are like me or think like me. Lord, how do I love people who think differently? How do I do that? When it comes to joy, Lord, how do I have joy in the midst of all the, things that happen in my life, the stressors I have, the worries I have, this? How do I do that? And with anything else, how do I become this person that you want me to become? That's what I really want to zero in on, and I believe it's done in small bits, and it's a lifelong process. It's not something I don't complete a course and then I'm done. I live it. It becomes a lifestyle, something I always do, will always do, and not doing it would seem odd. That's where I want to get to. Whoops! I bumped the camera. That's part of Afterthoughts. I'm too close to the camera. Anyway, I want you to think about your own life. Are you just gaining knowledge? Are you just saying the words? Are you just saying when we say the prayer, the Lord's Prayer, our Father who is in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done here on earth as it is in heaven. Stop right there. Do you hear what you're saying? Do you hear what you're praying? Because we're praying to God to come and change the world, and yet the world to change is right here in my heart. That has to get changed first. I would say for you, take some time this week to think deeply about that. How are you becoming more and more like Jesus? And do you see evidence of it? Pay attention to how your reactions to some of the stressors you face this week, whatever that looks like for you. And don't judge yourself. Don't judge if you fly off the handle with somebody. Okay, take a step back and ask the question, why did I do that? What was triggered? Why did I get triggered? And talk to Jesus about it. Say, Jesus, what would have been a better way for me to respond? And if Jesus gives you a different way, you could have responded, then you maybe have to then pray, well, God, how can you help me so that I don't naturally respond this way, that I respond that way instead? Okay, anyway. I hope that you are challenged, because I want to do that. I'm provoking myself because I'm on this quest to know what it really means to follow Jesus. Anyway, some words. Think about it, pray about it. May the Holy Spirit be with you, and may you grow more and more like Jesus, just even if it's a little bit. Okay? You guys have a great week, and we will talk to you soon.